Morning, children. Like, God, Win wasn't in there. Can you imagine? I'm not slagging a Merlot off because I love it. But does anyone else struggle with these pallet forks? Like, so I go get back in there now and try to put them down, and then things fall forwards, and like you end up tempted to hold them while someone else is doing it, and it's just not. Do you know what I mean? It's just not. I have a problem. Now, why would there be a sheep all the way over here when all the rest of them are all the way over there? What's crack there? Talking on phone to Jay. Look at it. There's no work being done here. No work being done here. She's pulling out with all of mine. I don't know if I can bear it now, but I'm not. This is exemplary brickwork. Block. Don't say bricks in front of them, they get offended. Are you not? Oh, is it Dale that gets a bit stressed over me calling him bricks? I'm going to do it now more just to annoy him, to be fair. Oh, this is lovely. This is my storeroom. Can you envisage? Who knows what this says? Where's Kate? Caton? Is that in Ireland? Sounds Irish. Well, he said, look out the end of the shed. What's happening down there? I can see orange. I can see orange. Oh, the draw is it's a Kubota. The draw. It's the top of the loader. I think it might be like a Kubota tractor. They're dropping winter and sheep off somewhere. That's hilarious. We'll have to have a look later because they always, when they drop winter and sheep off, basically someone gives them instructions from afar and they drop the sheep off, which is great. Until you realise they've dropped them in your field that's in a stewardship scheme, so it can't have animals on it. And then them satellites in the sky will come over and they'll find that you've got sheep on your field. Oh, there'll be hell on. So yeah, we just have to keep a bit of an eye because they're not normally from round here. A couple of them are, but some of the bigger ones are from a little bit further away. I'm going to the Agri-Leader conference on. Oh my god, what even is she? I'm such a squatty. Brush your hair. I'm going to the Agri-Leader conference. Same thing, to be fair. We all sit around and talk about like leadership skills and agriculture, and I feel really out of place. But I suppose it develops you on a different level, especially when you're putting yourself in front of large amounts of people on a daily basis on social media. I can see the benefits. Last year I was not made to go, that's the wrong word. I was invited. Roy says it's a Zeta, isn't it? It is a Zeta, not a Zeta. Like Roy calls it a Zeta. It's not, it's a Zeta, isn't it? Yeah, I was invited by the HDB last year because we were doing a circle time live stream the day after, so we all went as very out of place social media people, but do you know what, it was good crack. It was all right. It's not necessarily what the actual conference is, and the speakers need to be bloody good to get my attention, let's be honest. It's more the networking when you get there. Like, I ended up talking to a fella about Jersey cows. I ended up meeting, there's like a land agent, we were talking about some interesting stuff. Like, it just places you well to talk to people and be able to pull from a pool of interesting people in the future. So, you know, yesterday when we went to Wolfenden Concrete and we were looking at the Easy Fix cubicles, we haven't gone for Easy Fix, we have gone for Mayo mattresses. And they are, well, they're actually on the way, to be fair, but as well as kitting the big shed out, we're also putting in new cubicles and mattresses in this side as well. So this side here is going to be for dry cows. Sorry, let me turn you around. This side here is going to be for dry cows, and it is going to have the flexi cubicles in, which is brilliant. But I don't know if you knew this. If you've watched my channel, you've heard me say it before. You've probably heard Tom Penn say it because he's also got his fixed cubicles. You need to train them on solid cubicles. You can't just stick all the plastic ones in, because if they go into cubicle training and know that they can just turn around and bend them, that's what they're gonna do. So this side here is remaining the same. There is enough in here for heifer training, cubicle training a load of heifers, and there's also some smaller spaces for young stock. So when it comes to well-fitting cubicles, just close this door so they don't escape. Until you do it wrong, I don't think you realise the importance of well-fitting cubicles. So you end up with cows squeezing in cubicles like this and bending them because they want to turn round, because obviously they've never been cubicle trained. And also, these smaller cubicles down here are better fitting for the animals that are actually in here, but you know what? It's needs must at the minute, let's be honest, isn't it? Look at how messy they are. Not all, because all the cows are lying the right way around. Now look at the bigger cubicles, at how messy they are. So unless you've done it wrong, you don't realise the importance of well-fitting cubicles. Also, on that point, I don't know if I've ever said this, but I should have done. When they're turning round on the actual mattresses, they're screwing these are Quattro mattresses. So basically they're like a piece of thick bendy rubber, and they're sort of like a pillow, if you will, with inside foam wrapped in plastic. That's essentially what they are. And they're not a solid mattress like what we've gone for. Now, this played a massive part in the decision-making process of going with the mattresses we went with, because we've had them go the wrong. So when I talk about damage, this is what I'm talking about. So basically this is, and it's all in exactly the same place. It's when the cows go in, they turn around, and it just is like, you can see, it's just freeing, it's going at the rubber. It's not brilliant. And you know what? These would have been really decent mattresses, these. And we never had any issues with mattresses going threadbare or anything. They were always fine until we put animals in that weren't fitting for the cubicles, which is entirely our own fault. We just didn't even think of the consequences. Roy is back with his Whisk that we completely knackered, to be fair. It doesn't look like new, but it is like new. So it's had a new impeller. What's the difference between an impeller and a propeller? I don't know. Very substantial, look at that. Very substantial. It's had a new shaft and 2 bearings. So what went wrong? That pin there, that failed, and it smashed this to bits. So it's had to have new insides, basically. That looks nice and neat, doesn't it? Nice and new. That pink stuff there, do you know what that's called? I didn't know this because I don't see it very often. It's called grease. And it goes in machinery. That guy yesterday from Wolfenden Concrete was lovely. honestly, yeah, just really grand. Yeah, it was a trail away, but do you know what? If they'd come from Ireland, wouldn't have been able to go and pick them up ourselves, would we? Do you remember the cow with the poorly leg? It's the one fighting right now. It's fine, isn't he? Just needed a bit of time. Got a bit of a random problem, guys. I have some impersonators, weirdly. It's not something that I ever thought I'd have to approach the subject of. A little bit weird. They do say, though, that, you know, what is it? Imitation's the best form of flattery. Maybe. So it's on TikTok, and I'll post it. To be fair, it happens all the time. But what they do is they block you so you can't see them. So you have to wait for somebody else to tell you that, you know, or say, is this you? And they are basically just asking people for money. It's happened on Instagram, it's on TikTok. So if anybody ever approaches you and asks you for money or bank details, or asks you to go to direct you in a link to a website other than what you are on, do not follow it. Don't listen to it. It won't be me. I will post the impersonator on the screen. Actually, I'll just shove it here somewhere. Look that way. And show you what they're like. They're usually my name with a number at the end. But yeah. Excuse me. Can't park there, sir. Right, kids, as you can see, it's going dark. Thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate all of you. Always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Remember, subscribing costs you nothing, as Andrew Ward does say. I quite like that saying, because I didn't realise that people thought subscribing to a YouTube channel cost you money. I didn't have a clue about that. I just presumed that everyone knew it was free, but maybe not. But yeah, thank you for watching. Love you long time, and see you next time.